Listen, I feel like this message is about to shift the perspective of a lot of people. And I really need y'all to tap in so that we can talk about it. We can honor the space that we are in, that we can truly understand just how far our environments will take us to let us know that we need to move in a whole new direction. Now, before I even get to that message, let me say this. This morning, I was having a hard time getting my shit together. Okay. My hair wasn't acting right. Okay. So I did wear the scarf this morning. I couldn't get my eyeliner together. So I was like, girl, just forget about it. My coffee didn't turn out right. And I was just like, what is it? Like, there is a message inside of me not being able to get myself together. And then I recalled this video that I saw on TikTok. Now, let me know if you guys have seen it. Have you guys seen the video of the young woman who is completely blind, who was left in a club by her friend? Her friend left her in the club by herself, and she had to ask a stranger to escort her outside so that she can catch a cab home. Have you guys seen this story? If not, it's on TikTok. I will actually link the video in the description as soon as I get off of this live stream. And that did not sit right with me, y'all. I'm telling you, this woman was crying her eyeballs out, saying, like, I went to the club, I cannot see, I like to party, and I go with people that I believe would have my best interest at heart. And so she's actually like in the club. Now, mind you, this woman is unable to see. So there is a limitation to how she, or there's a difference, not a limitation, there's a difference in how she perceives her environment, how she maneuvers around her environment. Okay, tap in, collective. I'm going somewhere with this because we're talking about shifting and your perception about your environment. Okay, so she goes like she recognizes that her friend is not there. She checks her phone, and her friend sent her a text message like, hey, I left the club with somebody, good luck getting home, pretty much. And I was like, wait a minute, what? Good luck getting home. Now, wait a minute, because we got to put on our spiritual warfare glasses for this, okay? Because we talking about some real ish. So she talking about some good luck getting home, okay? And then left this beautiful woman in the club by herself. So she's going around like feeling for her friend. She's trying to feel for the material in the club by herself to try to find her friend. Collective, I need y'all to tap in, okay? Because we're about to get into this message, all right? Got the text message from her friend, so she had to ask a strange man. Tap in, collective. My God, today she had to ask a strange man to escort her outside. And by the grace of God, this was a decent human being that escorted her outside. She had to catch a Uber home by herself. She had to trust the environment and ask people for help that she did not know. And she got home, thank God, safely. My God, today. And that kind of sat with me, just seeing her like she was telling her story. She was in tears. And I know that those tears was a reconciliation of both what her life could have been in that moment, how it could have turned out in so many different ways outside of her getting home safely, that somebody could have taken advantage of her. Somebody could have stolen her purse. Somebody could have taking advantage of her body. Like, it could have just been so many different things happening to this woman. But by the grace of God, she got home safely. So I know like all of that ran through her head. But then also the fact that she thought this whole time that she was with someone who had her best interest at heart. Now I'm gonna tell you right now, if we go together, we leaving together. Okay, that's me and you, right, cuz? That's me and you, right, friend? That's me and you, right, sister? That's me and you, right, brother? If we go together as a group, unless it was pre-planned that we're leaving separately, we're leaving together. Now, once we get back to home base, tap in together, and you want to do something else, then my God, today you can do that. Okay, you can do that. You could do that. But I'm telling you right now, collective, this friend that knew that this young lady who was unable to see, who was completely blind, to know that your friend inherits the world differently than you and is reliant upon you for her safety in some way. Actually, you should be relying on each other for each other's safety. Okay, tap in. You left her there. You a foul ass bitch. So this conversation that we're about to have is not only predicated on the fact that I feel like there is some disorientation happening with the collective today and moving forward, but also we're going to change the perception of how you view not only the people in your life, but what it means and what the environment is trying to tell you, or what God is trying to tell you through your environmental changes. Ooh, tap in, collective. Because let me tell you something, the people that you choose as friends, they are a part of your ecosystem. Tap in. The people that you choose to sit around you, they are a part of your ecosystem. Tap in. Oh my God, today, collective. And so I want to ensure that as I channel this message, as I go deeper into this conversation, that you are very much aware that when you have people or environments shift so drastically that it actually changes the way that you perceive relationships, trust, understanding, right? Belief, then this is truly a message from a higher power that you need to pay attention to. But let me tell you, collective, a lot of y'all been ignoring these messages. And I believe, and it's no diss to this young lady, but I believe that she has been receiving divine messages about this friend way before this situation even went down. Tap in. Oh my God, today. This was not the first time that her friend decided to show her natural behind. It's just the first time it's affected her so deeply that it put her life in danger. And I want you to think of all the times that people around you put your life in danger for their own selfish needs. I want you to think about all the time you've showed up for your friends and your family, and you didn't even know that you was about to enter some stuff, but you just knew that your friend needed help. You knew that your family needed help. Look, the eight of what's that? The eight of wands with the seven of cups in reverse. My God, today, the eight of wands and the seven of cups in reverse. My God, today, that's what I just said, collective. I'm telling you, your friends and your family and people around you have put you in such trash positions where it's almost like the choices that you have are going to put you in a bad spot regardless. Tap in. I got a problem with people like that. I got a problem with people like that. And more importantly, I have a problem with people who will put you in a bad spot, collective. And then when you call it out to them, they are unapologetic about it. Like you was just supposed to show up. Like you was just supposed to be there for them. Oh my God, today, collective, who are these people? Who are these people? But see, collective, you've been new. See, collective, you've been saw. In a situation like the young lady situation that I just described to you, see, that wasn't the first time. And so this perspective for you that is shifting is also teaching you the power of your discernment, the power to catch the minor spaces, the minor, what's the word I'm looking for? Signals in between the big ones to let you know that somebody around you ain't shit. Tap in. This is how the collective bosses up. This is how the collective levels up to catch the small sneakiness of these devils in between. The moments where you'd rather have companionship. Oh yeah, I'm calling out the collective today. I'm always gonna call y'all out because empowerment means you recognize where your weak spots are. Collective, tap in, my God, today. My God, today. Collective, I'm telling you, some of y'all are really in disarray. Some of y'all are really having a hard time recognizing that the people around you do not care. They do not care if you are left without sight. They don't care if you have literal blind spots, if you cannot see. In this young woman's world that I gave you the example of, she could not physically see. She says she can't take in light. She can't take in it, like she is 100% blind. But some of y'all out here is, with your eyes wide open, can take in the light and still refuse to see the signs in front of you. And I'm just trying to figure out, like, at what point are you saying that you God led, that you spirit led, that you spiritual but not religious, and you believe in this, and you're doing all these seances, you light candy, doing all this, but yet you can't see that the environment that you're in is freaking dangerous. Tap in, collective. Ooh, wait. Is dangerous, collective. These people around you do not care about you. These people around you would not care. Woo, I'm telling you today, the 5 of Cups with the the 7 of Pentacles, collective. These people do not care. As a matter of fact, they are comfortable, collective, with you, with planting seeds of distrust, so that when they finally hit the big one on you, when they finally pull the okie doke on you, collective, they're like, oh, well, you already knew this about me. You already knew how I was rolling. These people are emotionally unstable, excuse me. I want to say instability. There's an emotional instability with these people to so comfortably leave you exposed to the elements, to so comfortably leave you out there to dry, to so comfortably leave you in a space where you have to actually physically defend yourself, spiritually defend yourself, psychologically defend yourself. Have you guys seen, oh my God, today, have you guys seen the video of the young lady? I think she was in either Chicago or Ohio. I can't exactly remember where, but she was waiting on the train, the L platform. And she had took out her phone and started recording. And she was saying how these 3 to 4 men were following her around, my God, today on the platform. And she pulled out her pepper spray and pulled out, tap in, collective, y'all even ready, and pulled out her used sanitary napkin, tap in, and she was holding it up in her hand, okay, holding it up in her hand, and singing a Lady Gaga song with her pepper spray in her hand to protect herself. Now, granted, this young lady was by herself, but that just goes to show the dangers that other people will put you in. For her, it was these men. For the young lady who could not see, it was her friend. So that young lady had to do what she had to do to protect herself in that moment, especially on these train platforms. Tap in today, my God, today. Definitely had to do that. So, collective, what I'm telling you right now is that your environment, and thank God that she was aware enough to protect herself in a way that may have seemed unorthodox, but it worked. Tap in. You got to do what you got to do to get home, collective, safely. And in the case of people who you surround yourself with, in order to get home safely, you got to practice discernment. And your discernment does not include ignoring the signs that are put in front of your face so that you can deal with the people. Listen, what is the term? The devil is in the details. That's what they say, right? Tap in. My God, today they say the devil is in the detail. No, baby, the truth is in the details. The truth is in the details, collective. And so when you Understand these microaggressions, these tricks. Excuse me, I said chips. My goodness, I feel like somebody gambling with your life. Somebody gambling with who you are. Microchips. Somebody trying to track you. Somebody trying to figure out who you are. My goodness. Listen. When the micro shifts expose themselves, you're supposed to take fast action. You're supposed to show up and say, no, I don't like that you did that. I don't like this behavior. This is not for me. And you're supposed to actually fall back. But when the collective don't listen to their discernment, when they don't listen to their intuition, that's how they get caught up with these fools out here that truly want you out of here. They want to see you hurt. They want to see you in pain. The example I gave you of the young lady, the blind young lady at the beginning in the club whose friend left her out there for dead. I said it. To me, that's an automatic ass whooping. Before I cut off these ties, I got to see you, because how dare you? And trust and believe, like, the internet is not going to let this die down. Not that part. But again, I say, collective, that many of you, including that young lady, saw the signs, and ignored them. And I'm telling you, collective, stop ignoring the signs. Stop ignoring the signs of these ill-will people around you, because you want somebody that you could call a friend, because this is somebody who is blood related, because you think you'll be lonely if you don't have anybody around you, or because y'all had a moment in time. These people see you. These people know that you're elevating. These people know that you're working on yourself. These people know that you are destined for something greater. And I tell you all the time, when these people show their natural ass around you like that, and they show that they don't care about you, and they show that they don't have no problems with you getting hurt, when they show you that, you need to truly believe them. Why are you ignoring, collective? Tap in, my God, today. Why are you ignoring the fact that people have been showing you in your environment for the last year, 10 years, 20 years, that they don't mean you no good, and you still keep them around? I want you to keep asking yourself that, collective. Let's continue on. Seeing the Eight of Pentacles with the Five of Cups. Yeah. Emotionally distant, emotionally immature. What card just flipped out? My God, today. Yeah. The Four of Pentacles. Yeah. With the Six of Swords. Yeah. You listen. I know for a fact, I feel like this is a true, like, back and forth. I said earlier, microchip, I said microchip. I think that's what I said, collective. I'm telling you, these people, oh man, the way that they clock you, the way that they follow you, the way that they almost like, it's almost like a duality. I feel like there's like a back and forth here. It's almost like they want to be in your presence so that they can learn what you do. But also, if they learn what you do and try to replicate it, they still feel unfulfilled. See, that's the thing, collective. And this is what I be talking about living an intentional life, looking at the Page of Wands. Absolutely. This is what I be talking about, collective. When you live a life of intention, like the young lady I said at the beginning who went to the club and her friend left her there, she said, hey, I like to have a good time. I like to go out to the clubs. I like to dance. I like to connect with people. But I know that I'm there with somebody. I'm there with my friend who got my back. Tap in, collective. But this friend, first of all, left her. Probably left her for a dude. Probably left her for, I don't know, for some lustful reason. Tap in today. Woo. Left her friend hanging for some lustful reason. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all have experienced that as well. Some of y'all have experienced being left on the side of the road, being left hanging Okay, because the people that you thought cared about you left you to go do something that was unbecoming, that was actually kind of yuck. Didn't tell her at all. She had to find out by hitting her friend up. Looking at this Four of Pentacles. Yeah, collective. I'm telling you, these people will run. And you know what? In my master course that you can watch in my membership, I did 10 ways to spot a demon. My God, today. And one of the ways that you can spot a demon, collective, I'm going to give you one of them right here, is that demons run away from stability. Demons will run away from stability, and they will encourage you to run away from stability as well. They will tell you, oh, you don't need to work that job, knowing that your job pay your bills. Oh, you don't need to go to school, knowing that what you want to do in your life requires a level of education. Oh, you don't need to talk to that person, knowing darn well that this is somebody who truly loves and honors you. I mean, these demons, they come in the mask of friendship consistently. They come in the mask of love consistently, collective. My God, today. Yet they flee every time there is a sign of stability, and they want you to leave as well. Collective, let me tell you something right now. Collective. That is a micro sign that this person ain't shit. I'm telling you, this is a micro sign that this person ain't shit. Before I got married, and way back in the day when I used to do other type of commentary, I want to bring this up. I did a video. This is when I was single, collective. Okay. I did this video called The Responsibility of Your Single Friends. Okay. And this was in response to me being the single friend to 3 couples who were married, right? And one of the things that I've said in this is that I have to honor the household of the couple. I have to honor the household and the wishes of my friend's family, because she's no longer just out there by herself. It's like, hey, it's everybody. It's her husband, it's her children, it's whoever her family is, her dog, cat, whatever the case may be. So I need for her family to trust that I have my friends' best interests at heart when we're out together, and I am not behaving in a way that would make my friend's spouse look at her differently. Tap in. My God, today. My God, today. So I was never a clubber. You ain't never catch me out in the club. I was never somebody that hung out late anywhere, girl. When I was a teenager, I was in bed by 7:30. Okay, Tap in. I've been an old lady all my life. Okay. But hey, we gonna go to Applebee's, okay? At that time when I was making a little less money, we're gonna go to Applebee's. We're gonna have a conversation. You're not gonna go home at no 10, 11 o'clock at night unless it's already designated. I'm gonna make sure you get home. I'm gonna drop you off in front of your house, watch you get in the door, wave and say, hey, thank you so much, call you later, and go home. I'm not gonna be out there encouraging my friend to hang on to this guy, hang on to this girl, collect numbers. That is trifling behavior. That is trifling behavior. And that right there is the mindset of somebody that cares about the ecosystem of my friends. Now, if we're talking about somebody that would encourage running from instability, my God, today. Hi, Letitia. Thank you. My God, today, if we talking about somebody that wants you to run away from instability, which includes your home. Oh my God, they would tell you, oh no, girl, go out here and party. You ain't got to listen to your man. You ain't got to listen to your wife. Come out and party with us, man. You know, it's just what us girls do. It's just what us guys do. We're going to go out there. We're going to show the world that we still got it, baby. That is dangerous. That's a dangerous mind. It's actually criminal minded. Yes. that person does have to listen to how that household operates. They do have to take somebody's emotions in consideration. But if you somebody, or if you have somebody in your life that's telling you to go against the values in your household, that's a demon, bitch. That's a demon, comma, bitch. And that's also a demon, bitch. Okay? I need you to really tap into this. Now, if you've been that person that said, "Oh no, you don't have to listen to them," I'm gonna chuck it up, collective, to the immaturity at that time. But I need you to collect yourself and understand, like, no, you gotta follow some rules here. And the same respect that the collective gives out, they expect in return. So one of the things that the collective would never accept in their own life is the prospect of instability. No, we're going to encourage you to stay stable in a stable environment. The only way that we'll tell you to move away from instability is if you are enacting a divine shift that will improve your life. And we understand that there will be some rockiness into the next phase of your life, but you're ultimately ending in a stable environment. Tap in. Do y'all see the difference here? Do y'all feel what I do? Do you smell what Cass is cooking? Ooh, me too. Me too, Miss Kelly. If my husband called me right now and said, "Hey, Cass, I need you to get off the live stream. I need you to do something for me." Bye, y'all. See y'all. Okay? Because that's my home and we have an understanding. So, collective, if you have people around you that are telling you to flee from a stable environment in which you are safe and you are loved, is absolutely because they are hate house. And they want you to be in a state of instability and insecurity so that you can then rely on them and they would actually have some control over you. You thinking because your friend or your family is telling you the right thing to do. No, they're telling you wrong. They are telling you wrong. And I hate hoes like that. I hate hoes like that. I really do, collective. It's dangerous territory. It's dangerous minds. It's a dangerous place to be. It's ugly. And it's only going to end in you. Oh my gosh, look at the Five of Pentacles. What I say, it's only going to end with the Seven of Swords, bitch. It's only going to end in you in emotional and psychological poverty. My God, today. That's where it's going to end. In emotional and psychological poverty. Financial poverty. My God, today. And you know what's crazy, collective? I have been hearing this message. It's been channeling through me, but I feel like a lot of y'all, at the end of the day, I feel like a lot of y'all lost a lot of money. A lot of y'all lost a lot of money ignoring the micro signs that these devils have given you. Okay. The teacher said on target. Thank you. Teacher said, "Listen, girl. A lot of y'all lost a lot of money behind helping people that have shown you consistently through their microaggressions towards you, to their microaggressions towards God. They've been showing you. They've been showing you that they don't care about how you end up in the grand scheme of things. That's why before I end every live stream, and I'm going to tell y'all right now in the middle of this live stream, shit, darn that. If nobody has told you that they love you today, let me be the first. I love you. I need you to protect yourself. I don't even think I introduced myself. Oh my gosh. Hey, my name is Cass Young Crown. I'm an intuitive prophetic speaker, and I guide beautiful, loving people just like you, the Crown Collective, to live a life intentionally. Okay, a life of intention through self empowerment and spiritual awareness. Okay, and I mean that. And one of the ways that we are going to become self empowered is recognizing when we need to cut these fools off for using us, and knowing how powerful and beautiful we truly are, and tainting us through schemes that alter our realities. Tap in. Oh my God, today. The story that I told y'all about earlier of the blind young lady who was left in the club by her friend and had to find her way home. This is somebody that she trusted enough before. Do you not think that her reality has now been altered forever? And how she vets people and how she trusts people? Demons like this will alter your reality and taint you and make you believe that you are not worthy to make certain decisions, that you are not worthy to say no to other people, or they close you off from the world so much that you actually fold in within yourself. Baby, that is scary and dangerous. That is wickedness working. And we got not today. Not today. We rebuke that energy. Oh my God, today. That Seven of Swords coming out. Wow. With that Five of Pentacles, my God, today, this is nasty work. This is nasty work. These people plant seeds. I started out with the Seven of Pentacles, with the Five of Cups. These people plant seeds of emotional instability. They try to make you seem like you crazy, that you shouldn't feel how you feel, that you shouldn't say what you say. All these are microaggressions. Then I see the Four of Pentacles with the Six of Swords. They want you to flee from stability and end up in a space where you would actually depend on them for further exploration rather than depending on yourself and depending on God and depending on your faith, or depending on just how you regulate the world around you. Speaking of regulate, my God, today it's going to be some regulation happening. We're about to get into that. Whew. We're about to get into the regulation. I'm just breaking down the energy that I'm feeling, the message that needs to be put out there to change your perspective and your perception about what's going on. See, let me tell you something. When I talk about wickedness in high places collective, it's a trickle down effect. Oh my gosh, y'all not even right. Listen. I said when I talk about wickedness in high places, it's a trickle down effect. So you got these head honcho demons. You got these head honcho warlocks and true witches doing ungodly things and activities to enact darkness onto the collective, onto humanity. And while you're feeling the vibration of negativity collective, my God, today, these demons, these micro demons that do the work of the devil, okay, on behalf of the devil, they're activated as well. Oh, I don't think, are y'all catching what I'm saying? So when I'm saying, oh, collective, I know y'all feel that heavy energy that's happening out there in the world. I know y'all feel that negative shift. I need you to understand you're feeling it negatively and others are feeling it positively. And some of those people are around you. Some of those people are friends. Some of these people are family. And now that they got you comfortable because you done let so much shit slide, Now they done got you comfortable because you done let so much shit slide. Now they feel big, like emboldened. They feel emboldened, collective, to leave you out there. 12, I love that. To leave you out there hanging. They feel emboldened to just strike. Okay, back when I was in basic training, our motto was strike first, strike fast, strike hard. Okay. And the enemy feels that way. They need to strike first, they need to strike fast, and they need to strike hard. But see, the first strike was that microaggression against you that you let slide. That's the first. That was the second. That was the third. And this can happen over an amount of time. This can happen first day that y'all meet and you don't catch it. This could happen over 10 years. But because you never opened up your mouth to say, hey, you know what, this ain't cool. I don't like that. I have boundaries. They kept pushing. And now you found yourself in a situation where you have to rebuild yourself because somebody else interrupted you and altered the way that you operate in this world. I know for a fact a lot of the collective says consistently, like it took them years to recover after a betrayal. Years. That is years without the light of you. That is years that the world had to rotate without you in your highest. That's a loss. That's a loss for the collective. Tap in, my God, today. And I'm sure now, collective, it's a lot easier for you to see. It's a lot easier for you to maneuver around these types of people. But think about all the hits that you took, my God, today. Who's splitting the deck? What's that? The Queen of Swords. Yeah, cause that is a lot easier for you, collective. Absolutely. Now what just came out? The pathway. My God, today. The pathway just came out with the 8 of Cups, like I just said. And the 9 of Cups shortly behind it. Collective. It's a lot easier today than it was yesterday. It don't make it hurt any less. Whoo, my God, today, collective. This message is actually pretty powerful. And it's powerful, collective, because when I hear stories of men and women who have faltered or have succumbed to the manipulation, the long-term manipulation of these demons and these devils that find enjoyment in other people's suffering, when I hear that the collective will never trust again, they will never show up as themselves again, they are forever altered again, that pains me. When I hear the collective say, like, I had no one that I could heal with, or at least count on in my healing. Collective, that sucks. My God, today. Whew. So I'm looking at this pathway. Let's talk about it, collective. Let's talk about what is a part of the pathway. Is there any language? Is there any energy? Oh man, we just got to fly on out. Any language or energy or direction that could truly come out of this. Ooh, give me more, faster, stronger, bigger. Ooh, it's saying give me more. What's hanging out the window, mouth full of gold teeth? Finding the cadence. But for a lot of you, there was an incident. There was an incident that recently happened for a lot of you. You're absolutely welcome, baby. Thank you so much. There was a recent incident that happened for a lot of you. Oh, this pathway, baby. This pathway to the Eight of Cups where some of y'all had to roll out. What happened recently, collective? I'm asking you. What happened recently, excuse me, in your life? Looking at the King of Pentacles. Oh, my God, today. With, oh, heck, who is this? The Six of Wands. What happened recently, collective? Where you had to either ask for some money back, ask for your time back, ask for your energy back. What happened, collective? Some of y'all just had a revelation. Somebody probably tried to deflect and tell you that you don't know what you're talking about. No, I feel like a lot of you collective need to start calling these people out to the forefront. Yeah. Something happened so big for the collective that you actually had to, you had to publicize it. So maybe some of you had to address somebody front and center. Oh my God, collective, the pathway. Listen, sometimes these pathways call for us. My God, today, thank you, collective. Call for us to speak this out loud because it's a test. Might be, some of y'all might be being tested right now. Some of y'all might have actually come to the realization that it's an Urkel in your circle. Some of y'all might have just come to the realization that that person that you kind of ain't been feeling right about has been secretly trying to set you up. My God, today. What? Some of y'all might actually have a realization or might actually, I'm feeling this. Some of y'all might actually found a pathway or a lane to closure. Understanding that that's what happened. I'm not saying that it hurts less. What I'm saying is that now you have a clear understanding of what truly happened between you and that other person. Tap in, collective, my God, today. And then something else is coming up for a lot of you collective where you know you have to call out this next set of bullshit. You're going to have to call out this next set of behavior by somebody. And I feel like this behavior is from somebody who is trying to get a little bit closer to you. Tap in. Somebody trying to get closer to you, collective. Seven of Wands. I'm telling you, somebody trying to shoot they shot. Somebody trying to shoot they shot in the dark or trying to go over some energy or trying to go over you or get one over on you. And it's so like you're so in tune at this point. You understand the frequency that's happening, the shift. You understand that somebody is devilishly activated. Tap in. That they gonna shoot they shot to disavow you or try to disavow you from a position that they could never even get, that's been anointed upon you, that you've been claiming because you in your birthright season. Tap in, collective. So now it's just for them, it's just balls to the wall. Oh, let me just try to get them off of their square right now. Collective, I feel like this energy is pulling up for a lot of you. Collective, we're about to go into the holiday season. I will warn you once, I will warn you twice, I will warn you a million times. This holiday season, tap in. The spirit of the holidays, tap in, collective. It's going to bring out a lot of people who can't help but to operate in their devil ways. Full display. They can't help it. Woo, collective. It's going to be a lot of people out here doing the BS. Let's see what's going on as we continue this pathway of clarity and understanding. My God, today, listen to what I just said. They waiting at your front door. What's this? The Six of Cups with the Four of Wands. Yeah. A lot of y'all going to be entering an energy around. This is a part of your pathway, a part of your test, though. Don't be scared because you already know what the game is. Do not be scared when you recognize it's a test in front of you. As a matter of fact, I know for a fact that your nervous system is going to tell you you are in a test before your brain does. And your nervous system and your intuition, they gonna connect. You're gonna see exactly, okay, this is a test. This a test. And this hoe don't even know that I'm not only am I about to pass, my God, today, but I'm about to read this whole fulfilled in the most beautiful, anointing way possible. Because let me tell you something. Collective, I am so here for meeting the devil at the front door before they even enter your home. I'm talking about your spiritual home. I'm talking about your mental home. My OGs will tell you, listen, spiritual warfare is right here. Armor up, bitch, because you don't even know the fight that you in for today. My God, today. So a lot of y'all going to be passing into energy this holiday season where you're dealing with people who, what I say, are emotionally inept. They are emotionally unstable, and they will crave your emotional stability. And in order to get that emotional stability, they want to see you in an emotional chaotic state. Tap in. Oh my God, today. Oh my gosh, collective. It's like they waiting at the front door for. It's like as soon as you cross in, boom, they right there. As soon as you cross into whatever holiday season, thank you so much, baby, for your subscription. Thank you. As soon as you cross into whatever, let's say you going to grandma's house. Let's say you going to your auntie house for Thanksgiving dinner, right? As soon as you open up the door, your energy is gonna be like, bah! Okay, there you go. Here you go. You might start off with let's say this is cousin. You might be like, what's going on, cuz? Okay. All right, well, I'm just here to just, hang with the family, see the family, what's going on, all this. Every time you in another room, you might be in the basement with the other cool aunties, cool aunts. You might be in the basement, somebody talking. You look up right in front of your face. Now listen, let me tell you what they're going to start doing. Collective. They're going to start telling you a sob story. Ooh, collective. Oh my God, collective. Y'all ready? They're going to start, well, things ain't been really going good for me. And, collective is coming through. Things ain't really been going good for me. This happened, that happened, lost this, lost that. Friends doing this, friends doing that. They're going to start telling you not only about the things that they lost, they're going to start telling you about the people that have moved away from them. It's going to be everybody's fault but their own. Tap in, collective. I'm telling you. I see this ish going down, collective. Take it how it resonates, because it might show up differently for a lot of y'all, but the outcome won't be all the same. And this is a test on whether or not you can protect yourself from a literal face-to-face emotional vampire. Let me tell you something, collective. When you tell this person, hey, it sounds like you're really going through a tough time right now, and you do need the support of your friends and family. And I feel like Thanksgiving is a great time for us to get together so you can get some good vibes. But I am not the person that you can hang this conversation on. I'm not interested. Sorry you're going through a tough time, but I'm not here for it. Oh, you're about to be the bad guy. But let me tell you something. You got to draw that boundary, because if you don't, as soon as you walk through the door, this person going to start laying it all on you. It's 1,000 people in the house, but they want to lay it all on you. Why? Because they see the divine anointing on you, and they want to pull that away from you. They want to siphon that energy. My God, today. Ooh, collective. I mean, it's going to go down. Take it how it resonates, collective. So now you the bad guy. Now you the bad guy. What you mean? Oh, I'm just telling you what's going on. I'm just telling you what's happening for me. Let me tell you something. This going to leave. If you don't check this at the front door, look, I'm looking at the 9 of Wands with the Tower. If you don't check it at the front door, baby, it's going to lead to something bigger. This person going to lose their shit. But let me tell you something. This tower is not your tower. Oh, collective. Collective, listen to me. Listen to me. This tower is not your tower. This nine of wands is them setting ablaze their own tower. This is their tower, not yours. Not yours. This person going to spaz all the way out. They're going to try to spaz out on you, collective. I want you to sit in your grace because you're watching somebody who has been activated in a dark way. Whew. Tap in. Cosmic child of the Most High. I think I saw your name before and I had the same exact expression. Like, your name is so beautiful. Tap in, collective. This is real. See, because when we see a tower happening, collective, let me tell you what the collective does. We want to run. We want to save. We want to listen. Don't save them. They don't want to be saved. No, this is a show. This is a show. You let them have their tower moment. You let them flip all the way out. You do. Listen, collective. Listen, bitch, come here. Come the fuck here. Okay. I'm going to tell you right now, if you run into this tower, this emotional setup, that will be the activation of removing you from stability. Collective, you better get your ass. Girl, come here. I gotta pull you by the collar. Listen to me. I'm holding you by your shirt. Okay, listen to me. We forehead to forehead, bitch. Okay. Listen. This is an attempt to knock you off of your square, to enter you into an arena where you will be making promises to help someone who does not only deserve your energy, but does not deserve your emotional input or your money. Okay? Are we good? All right. Break. Good. Now. All right. Because I got to tell y'all that collective, because I already know the healing heart of the collective. Y'all just be wanting to save everybody. Bitch, no. No, you're not saving anybody. When I say the collective is living a life of intention, this means that you have to intentionally activate in your mind that you know one of the most beautiful parts of you, but one of the parts that can always be exploited is your healing heart. Is your, what's the word I'm looking for, y'all? Propensity to save people. No, this tower know what they doing. This nine of wands, look at the imagery. They want you to walk into a fire that they set themselves. They are okay with being in a burning building. The people that they were talking about earlier, oh, all my friends left me. Oh, I broke up with this person. They the people that jumped out of the tower. They see this person ain't right. This person need God. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for your gift. I bless your gift 1,000-fold. Thank you. Oh my gosh, happy. Listen, baby. Oh, thank you so much for that beautiful gift. I appreciate you, baby. Thank you. I think I could actually set a little goal, but I want y'all to, love on me for your own. Oh, baby. They are so okay with and look at this clothing, bitch. I know, listen. Collected. 2323 is what I see on my screen. Collected. The reason why I need to impress this upon you. Impress this upon your spirit. Impress this upon your mind. Is because if you enter this tower trying to save somebody who likes to be in this tower, it is going to take you a decade to recover. This will be the opportune time for this devil, this demon that you're going to watch explode right in front of your face. Look, pen and wand saying straight up no. And then on the back is the world card. Is this the world? The world card. So you're going to be in a cycle with this person over and over again. Collective, this is imperative that you heed the words that I am saying. Do not run in there trying to save this person who sees your anointing, who sees that you are in your birthright season, who sees the gifts that you have, who sees how healing you are. You better not run in there and say, don't you offer your sacred services. As they are having a meltdown in front of you, as they are going through their tower moment, let me tell you something, collective. You say, wow, this seems like it is truly heavy on your heart. I think the family should help you find mental health services. I'm going to get my plate and leave. Unfortunately, I cannot spend any more time in this environment where I feel unsafe, both spiritually, mentally, psychologically, and emotionally. I'm going to leave this environment. Remember, collective, I said at the beginning of this, your perception will change. Your perspective will change, okay? Remember I said at the beginning, collective, this is a huge perception shift. Now, as you see this go down, I want you to look at who is surrounding you and who is surrounding them. Take it how it resonates. In this situation will spring up differently for different people. This could be a family event. This could be a friend event. This could be something that's happening. This could go down at your holiday party at your job, if they even still have those, terrorists and all. So how it shows up is going to be different. So I need you. You can still, just because you live with somebody don't mean you don't get the drawback. Hold on, time out, y'all, because listen, hold on. Natalie Rose asked, wow, I needed to hear this. I live with mine though and can't leave now. That's a real situation for many people. What can I do? That does not mean, Ms. Natalie, that you do not get to draw boundaries. If you can't leave now, that's a real situation for a lot of people. Financial constraints, emotional constraints. Y'all see this market going on with housing, like the instability of jobs, like our job market is crazy, not just here, but globally. That does not mean you don't get to enact boundaries in your life. No is a full, complete sentence. Tap in. As you plan your leaving, your escape, tap in. You can start to do activities in your home that already wards off evil spirits, like prayer. Oh my gosh, collective. You ever pray in the presence of somebody who has no divine connection? Girl, listen, they don't want to be nowhere around you. Cleaning up the house. And then they come in with their sob story. They want to start their tower moment. And they're like, oh, they want to distract you. Hey, I'm cleaning right now. Sounds like you're going through a lot. Sounds like there's a lot going on with you. And I respect that. However, I'm not a trained professional. I can call the authorities to see if they can send the ambulance out. Like, for real. Because right now, what it seems like what's going on is that I'm concerned for your emotional state, and I want you to receive the help that you need. So either you can seek those services yourself, or I can ask somebody to come in here to help you seek the services for you. But I'm going to get finished cleaning this kitchen. Cleaning therapy is also a thing. You live an intentional life, not according to who you live with, but who you are and how you live. Tap in. I know it's hard. especially, I don't know if this is your situation, especially if you sharing the same bed and you still got to find your way out of there, or whether this is a maternal or paternal situation. So there's a huge power dynamic going on there. At the end of the day, you are a sovereign being. Whew. At the end of the day, you can choose what you do with your time. I had a homegirl that was in a nasty situation. This girl worked 3 jobs, so she didn't have to be home. I said, girl, you listen, you got to do what you got to do to survive. And that's why I always come on here and say, I don't pretend that the journey is easy. And that goes back to my earlier message, where someone who would want you to flee, because right now you have a stable place to be, right? It's stable as in like you can close the door, right? So it's a stable home. The environment is what's not stable, or it could use some work. Tap in. Oh my God, today. So most people would tell you like, girl, run away, but that's running away without any type of cushioning for you. I respect that you are in a space where that just can't happen right now. Right now. But baby, you start living intentionally. You start putting the why behind your actions. Sorry, the why behind your thoughts and the action behind your why. Watch that perspective shift completely and watch the pathways open for you so that you can GTFOH, tap in collective. Woo, my God, today. Now back to this message. Collective, don't you run in this tower is what I'm saying. And so as I was continuing on before that beautiful question, thank you so much. Yeah, looking at, whoo, my God, today, collective. Man, this card wanted to jump out. The Empress, collective. The Emperor, I'll just look at the 10 of Wands. That was the King. Clarify this, Empress, for me, please. Looking at the 9 of Swords. Oh my gosh, today, what was that? The Ace of Swords. Yeah, this energy, not even this energy, this person, all they want to do is play mind games with you. And that's why I said, collective, my God, today. That's why I said, collective. This Empress energy wants to bring birth to instability, to hate. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. They want to bring instability to your life. They want to birth an environment that you feel trapped in, that you can't get out of. And you know what I say to this? You know what? I told y'all, sometimes you got to meet spiritual warfare at the front door. You know what I say, man? Fuck you. Yeah. You are allowed to say that. You can say it in, the way that resonates with what you got going on. But boy, I tell you, when I talk about burning bridge and the breakthrough season, when I say don't listen, when I talk about burning all bridges that connect to you in the breakthrough season last month, October, I have a whole playlist of every message that I gave in October that contributes to your breakthrough season, that prepped you for your birthright season, which is November. Tap in, collective. Listen. Let me tell you something right now. This Empress energy wants to do nothing but bring you into a space of just, you don't know what to do. And that's why I started out this conversation this morning, bitch. I said, wait a minute. I couldn't get my hair right. Couldn't get my eyeliner right, girl. I couldn't find the bigger earrings to go with this scarf. Girl, my nails, the polish chipping off. My coffee ain't come out right. And I just felt like something was just so off, collective. Something just so off. And I feel like it's because a lot of y'all are about to enter a season, a micro season in your birthright season where you're going to have to check a bitch. Burning bridges is one of the best ways you can check a bitch. No, I absolutely despise. Thank you. I absolutely despise the term, don't burn your bridges. It is coming from a place of fear. It is coming from a place of manipulation. Like, no, absolutely. If you see a situation where somebody wants to meet you at the front door for the sole purpose of disrupting your peace, your life, the way that you're anything that's positive that you got going on, if this energy wants to disrupt that, you can burn that bridge. Bridge over troubled waters is for you, not for them. You walk through your valley, multiple valleys, and the people that joined you on your journey as you walk through the valley of your shadows, those people that showed up in parts of your journey or in full, those are the people that you love. Those are the people that you ride for. Not this. Burn that bridge. It is a part of your birthright. Oh my God, today. Just seeing that seven of, I think there's a seven of swords and the ace of swords. Yeah. Yeah. Full-blown deception, full-blown lying, full-blown haters. Just straight up and down want to disrupt everything you got going on. And collective, the way that it sneakily shows up is yuck. Straight yuck mouths. Everything that they say out of their mouths is just wrong. It's off. My God, today, Seven of Pentacles showing up yet again with the Ace of Cups. Now tap in. The first two cards I pulled during this conversation was the Seven of Pentacles with the Five of Cups. Now we're talking about the Seven of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. When I'm saying that these people that are going to try to embed themselves, not implant, same thing, embed themselves beneath the skin of your spiritual sanction, your spiritual sanctuaries. They are going to try to embed themselves only to implode from the inside. It is a conscious plot. Don't ever get that twisted. And even if the moment you recognize that there's some BS going on, collective, they will empty out all emotional strategies. This song is dope. Girl, the name of the song is called Life Happens to Us All. The group's name is 5 and 10s. Yeah, I added that to the playlist. That's a groovy tune right there. Taking you with them. It is diabolical. Well, I believe that it's absolutely conscious. It's not even of their subconscious mind. And you'll be able to notice if it's of the subconscious mind because you'll be able to check it at the door. But let me tell you something else I wanted to say, collective. It had escaped me. Page of Wands actually helps me out with the Page of Pentacles. My God, today, I'm telling you, collective, these people, when I say they want to, like, these people standing 10 toes down and getting you off your square, collective. Whew, my God, today, what I wanted to say is that these people are in control of being out of control. These people are in control of being out of control. And they will let you know at every level. They elevate. They know what they are doing. They know that the messages they are receiving is coming from a low vibrational place, a yuck place, a place. Tap in, collective, my God, today. Hey, Elle, girl, congratulations. My God, today. Talking about fucking strength, sovereignty, One more before I transition over. Now we're just trying to jump out here. King of Swords with the Six of Wands. Yeah, these people are in control of being out of control. It's like they got the whole setup. They know where they're going to march to in your life. And I wouldn't be surprised if this person showed up just because of you collecting. Listen, girl, come here. I got to listen. Okay. This playlist is the bomb. Listen, it's a whole groove. But let me tell you something, collective. Come here. The plot to dismember the connective tissue of the collective. I'm talking about your spiritual tissue. I'm talking about your environmental tissue, right? Y'all, my OGs hear me say this all the time. So if you're new here, let me just put it out there for you. Sometimes you ask, why me, right? Sometimes you ask, Cass, why am I going through this? It's so much. And I'm one of those people who believe that your choices, when you ignore divine love and wisdom that sends you these opportunities to elevate and you ignore them, you're ultimately pushed into a situation where you got to crawl from the bottom to the top. I believe that. But also, collective, I need you to understand that. Come here, I want you to get close to me, okay? As I talk about this. It's bigger than you. I must remind you that the reason why the collective can have the same message, the same conversations, the same experiences, collective. The reason why is because the collective's mission is bigger than your individual experience. Tap in. Are you following what the fuck I'm saying right now? I'm telling you, collective, this wickedness in high places. I know you guys have heard of the New World Order. I know you guys have heard that. Bitch, ain't nobody scared no New World Order when the collective is operating in the light. When the collective operates in love and healing. What the fuck the New World Order gonna do to the collective? They reaching out to the cosmos for dark energy because they believe, because there is no way. There is no way they'll be able to operate in the light. As a matter of fact, I was reading John yesterday. Oh my God, today. I was reading John yesterday. I think it was in John 3. And who was it? Was it Nicodemus? Was that how you pronounce his name? Y'all, but sometimes it takes me a while to recall. But homie came to Jesus and was like, I've been hearing all these wonderful things about you. Like, I know that you the truth because, listen, we done seen the miracles that's going on. Cause I need you to get close. Cause, girl, when we gotta operate, kind of like in this frequency right here. Okay, I built a whole protective layer between this message. And Jesus was like, "Yeah, that's me." I'm just joking. That's not what he said. Jesus, matter of fact, girl, give me a second. Let me go get the book. Okay, talking all this. Let me just get the book. My God, today. Woo. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh no. What y'all thought this was? Huh? Let me read it. Boom. Here it go. Okay. Yeah. Some people say Nicodemus. I say Nicodemus. I feel like that just rolls off of my East Coast accent a little bit better. And he was a member of the ruling council. He came to Jesus at night and said, "Rabbi, we know you are a teacher who has come from God, for no one could perform the miraculous signs you are doing if God were not with him." And Jesus declared, "I'll tell you the truth. No one can see the kingdom of God unless he is born again." I said, "Oh, I love that." And Nicodemus was like, what? I can't crawl back up into my mama, womb. What you mean? Okay, tap in, collective. I'm going somewhere with this message, okay? And Nicodemus was like, I don't know what you're saying. I can't climb up my mama womb again. And Jesus answered, I'll tell you the truth. So he had to tell him again, like, this is what I say it is, okay? No one can enter the kingdom of God unless he is born of water and the spirit. My God, today. Oh, my God, today. Oh. And then Jesus Nicodemus says, I don't, he pretty much say, I don't understand. He's like, I don't understand what you talking about. Jesus, what's these words that's coming out of your mouth? And my God, Jesus was like, you are Israel's teacher. And do you not understand these things? He's saying, how can you call yourself a teacher? I'm dropping this knowledge, I'm dropping this wisdom. You say you the teacher, okay? How you not understanding what I'm putting down on you, baby? Listen, you ain't got to believe in this book. But my God, the lessons are absolutely beautiful in here, are they not? Tap in. My God. Listen. He said, how you a teacher and you do not understand these things? I tell you the truth. We speak of what we know and we testify to what we have seen. So he's telling Nicodemus, like, okay, you just came to me and said that you seen all these like beautiful things, but still, you people do not accept our testimony. Oh my God, today. Ooh-wee. Ooh. Then later on, he says, this is Jesus. He says, this is the verdict. Listen. Are y'all following me right now? You ain't got to believe in this book. I know a lot of you are suffering from religious trauma. I know a lot of you have a hard time finding God. Some of y'all are angry at God, and God know that. I'm not here to preach to you about what to read, what not to read. I'm giving a lesson, because when we talk about wickedness in high places, it's a very specific line in here. Tap in. Jesus say, this is John 3:19. This is the verdict, which means this is the final say so. You can't overturn this. Light has come into the world, but men loved darkness instead of light because their deeds were evil. Everyone who does evil hates the light and will not come into the light for fear that his deeds will be exposed. But whoever lives by the truth comes into the light, so that it may be seen plainly that what he has done has been done through God. Okay. Let me put my grandmama Bible right here. Okay. Collective, y'all with me? Are we still close? Are we still? Okay, all right, just want to make sure. Okay, collective. Because when we talking about the wickedness setup, oh my God, when we talking about the wickedness setup, when we talking about people acting on behalf of darkness, when we talking about people doing deeds in the dark, I'm talking about wickedness in high places. See, they can't come into the truth. They can't have the final verdict, collective. When I say it's bigger than you, that's what I mean. They can't have the final verdict because they still operate in secrecy. Collective don't operate in secrecy. We are protective of the information. We are protective in how we move, but we don't operate in frequency. That's why everybody knows the collective when they see them. Oh my God, today are we following each other? And I had to get a little bit quiet, collective, because the way that this message is going to vibrate through your soul. Again, you ain't got to believe that line of belief of religion. But man, that's some fire information that Jesus just dropped on him. And we know that truth to be self-evident because we see it. Collective. Understanding the tests that are put in front of you. My God, today. Understanding the tests that are put in front of you prepares you for ushering in the real New World Order, not one that operates in secrecy and in darkness, one that operates in truth and in light. Everybody gonna see it. That's why I say nobody's scared of this New World Order, these demons trying to usher in. But I know that's a macrocosm. Your experiences in your microcosm within your world prep you for the bigger phase of light. My God, today. Mm. They hate me. Update me on that. Email me. Okay. That sounds like a dumb problem because I'm amazing. Tap in. Oh my God, today. That means I'm doing something right. Oh my God. So I just wanted to make sure that the collective understands the bigger message here. I want you to understand that what you go through is not for naught. It's like, no, it's for a bigger purpose. So don't never be scared when it's time for you to enact your boundaries or you're facing a test where somebody wants to knock you off ground. You gotta recognize this. You gotta recognize when people play in your face like this. Because see, when the wickedness gets more in depth and they have more experience and they don't care about your safety. Let's circle around this whole message. They don't care if they leave you in the dark. They don't care if you can see or not. They don't care. You care. You got to learn how this demon, this devil operates so that you catch that at the beginning. Tap in, my God, today. Mm, mm, mm. Whew. Collective. I ain't even got to go much deeper. The message is coming. The test is coming. The information is there. It's now, what do you do with that information when you're presented with it? My goal for the collective, my intention in speaking this way, my intention in loving on you is for you to live a life in alignment, to protect yourself, to have awareness of these type of maneuvers. Whew. And to love yourself. The collective has been through so much war, spiritual warfare, that I feel like a lot of y'all feel helpless, hopeless, and that trumps your inner knowing, your inner standing that you are truly a powerful person. We got to shift that because you are what you think. You become what you think. Oh my God, today. Collective, I am so proud of you. I cannot express how in love I am with what the collective is becoming across the board globally. The collective has become an unstoppable force, so much so that the world is shifting to continuously oppress us, and it's not working. It's almost like the collective got the same message from the spirit. And we are all acting on one accord. We are all behaving on one accord. We are able to chew off the meat and spit out the bones. Is that the phrase? It is evident. It is so evident. This is changing our world perspective. But it also starts in the microcosm of your life and what you will and will not accept. As we go into this holiday season, which I mean, we're there pretty much. As you go into this holiday season, I want you to continuously stay in your prayers. I want you to prep yourself. I want you to read your sacred text. I want you to speak to the people that you do trust. I want you to understand who is for you. Make a running list of who you trust, who you don't trust, who you got questions about. I want you to continuously make yourself stronger, exercise that muscle, that spiritual muscle. Read, write, pray, speak. Tap in. Living a life of intentionality starts with putting action behind your why and the why behind your thoughts. Tap in.